All right, guys. Welcome back. We just had to do a bunch of cake and ice cream. Me and my boy Max here, we're actually gonna go for a little bit of a hike, just to kind of burn off some calories on this beautiful day. Oh, what's that? You see my new merch? Woo! Check in with my very first channel sponsor, so hang in there just a moment and we'll get a word from them. Good morning. Welcome to this epic day. I am super excited about what's going on in the world today. We are officially starting the business. Like I told you guys from the beginning, we are going to be doing this together. Turn my light on there. We're going to be doing this together. So we finally got part of our stimulus in, and we're going to go ahead and start using it. The things that we have decided to do with the stimulus package is go ahead and start the business. So let me go ahead and explain to you what's going on with the business side of it. State of Texas is now open. And with that being said, there's opportunities in the state of Texas right now. And as many of you guys have known and have seen the price of gas and the price of oil and the price of everything going up, now is the perfect opportunity to get into the oil business. And that's what I'm planning on doing. There are orphan wells out there right now that are abandoned and need to be taken over and opened up, because as of right now, no new leases will be issued on federal lands or public lands at this point in time. So right now is the opportunity that I've been waiting on and trying to get into, to look forward to actually starting a business and getting into oil producing. I don't know all the specifics of it, but the first thing I do know is we have to get a business license. And me and my wife have discussed that. It is Saturday morning, the 13th of March. Actually, like I said, we're going to do this together, and I am on the website right now. I'm looking for a business license in Blount County, Tennessee, and we're going to look at what it's going to take to actually get a license here. And from what I can tell by going on to the business license website, is all that I have to have is anything the gross annual receipts over $3,000 or more. I have to have a business license. I don't have a job grossing $3,000 right now, but I'm still going to go ahead and get the business license, get that part taken care of. So far, the only thing that it's going to take is going to Blount County Courthouse, getting a business license and paying the $15 registration fee to get a license. $15 to start a business in the state of Tennessee. And then after I get the part that I need to get, then once I start collecting money or start receiving paychecks or working out of state, then I've got to move into that side of the business and start paying taxes. So right now I'm not going to worry about a tax ID number. I'm not worrying about any of the things that go along with paying taxes, because right now I'm not making anything. But by the end of the year, I will have to upgrade this, and then we'll go into what it takes to turn into an LLC, to turn into a corporation, whatever is best for what I need to do to stay in the oil business or to be an oil producer. I'm not really going to be the big oil that like an Exxon or anything. I'm just going to be an operator, and that's going to kickstart off other businesses. We're going to be looking at real estate. We're going to be looking at oil. We're going to be looking at remodels. We're going to be looking at construction, cars, air, heating and air. There's so many different opportunities out there to make money as being an essential employee or an essential business that has to be done. I don't care how much green energy everybody's talking about going to. If I go out here and I build 10,000 windmills, they all got to have lubrication. I don't care how many electric cars you have, they're all going to have to be lubricated. Every bit of makeup that you put on your face, every bit of lipstick you put on, every plastic cup you drink out of, every time you go to Starbucks, every bit of that is made from crude oil. Every bit of it's made from made from a product that is pulled from the ground. I mean, I know a lot of stuff is synthetic, but even synthetics have to have natural materials. Your synthetic oils, your synthetic makeup and all that stuff had to come from the ground. The pigment had to come from the ground. So everything that is ever made has to come from the ground. So where we're starting at today, and what I'm doing today is I'm actually doing the research. And where I started at is I went to registering and licensing in the state of Tennessee, and I moved to business license in Blount County for my specific town, for my specific area. Now there is oil production in the state of Tennessee, but the ability to get a hold of some of these orphan wells, Tennessee's not on the same production or the same level as the state of Texas. So what we did, and I told you we were waiting on some emails in an earlier video, waiting on some emails to come in, and the emails after Texas thawed out, the head of the Texas Railroad Commission, which is who's over the oil industry in Texas, sent back and said just because the pipelines are down doesn't mean that production has been affected. And basically what that means is orphan wells are not under that restriction. Anything that's on federal land is definitely going to be restricted or reduced. So no new leases will be issued in that front. But all these oil wells that are out there that have been abandoned, that weren't producing what other people were expecting them to produce, or what the larger oil companies out there don't seem worth their time. You know, like an Exxon has 40,000 barrels a day, where one of these are producing maybe 5 to 10 barrels a day, which is perfect for what I need it to do. Like I said, this is just a starting point. I'm not going to be an Exxon. I'm not going to be a mobile oil company. I'm just going to be, Epic Productions or Epic Oil or whatever we decide to call it. But as of right now, I'm just trying to get Epic Enterprises in the system so we can actually start working. As other people out there have gotten their stimulus checks and are going out there and buying their TVs or buying a new car or adding to their tax returns or any of that information, what we're going to do is we're starting a business with it. I finally got some money that I've been saving for quite a while. We got our stimulus money. We're going to put them together. But first things first, we're going to go ahead and get this business license registered, and I hope to pick it up on Monday. I should be taking you guys along with me so we can look at it and go into the courthouse hopefully together or the county clerk's office and get our business license and get it taken care of. So I'm just going to do a little more reading here. If you're local, go ahead and start looking into what it takes to do yours locally to start a business. One of the gentlemen that we talked with this morning is actually starting a business and putting in fireplaces. With Texas and the energy crisis and stuff that we are looking to, a lot of people are going to be moving to fire, going to be moving to natural gas, to these things to heat their homes. So when these rolling power outages and stuff, which are expected to happen, they're not going to be freezing or they're not going to be out in the cold. So find something that is absolutely essential that you need to do, or one of these essential jobs that are out there that didn't get laid off during this pandemic, that will benefit and serve you, that serves what you like to do. Doctors, lawyers, nurses, they will always be needed. But for something that is truly essential, heating and air, housing market, auto mechanical, construction worker, all those guys stayed busy. It didn't stop for them. Myself, I'm a salesman. Didn't stop. I didn't miss one day of work. I had my best financial year ever as a salesperson last year. Find an essential job. And what I can't figure out that's more essential right now and what the world's in need of right now is more energy. So that's where I'm doing my essentials. That's where I'm going to start. Like I said, I'm on the website now. It looks like my business license expense, I don't have all of that. My renewals will be here in the state of Tennessee. When I go to renew my business license, I have to make sure my taxes are paid up and I can prove receipts. Right now, YouTube, my YouTube channel is a business expense. So everything that I do that has to do with YouTube or does with my channel, as I'm going out here and explaining or buying new equipment or taking you on a road trip or something, to now, I can now write that off because I will have a business license just to simply entertain you guys and to bring you along with me. So my application for a business license, there's a link on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to print this out. It's actually only about 4 pages long, as you can see right there. Tennessee tax registration application. Mine's going to be a sole proprietorship for the moment. No, it's going to be a marital joint. I'm going to have to put my wife on here too, because with my health and with my health issues, if something happens to me, it all is going to go to my wife. So let me get this printed out. We'll fill it out together. Of course, I'm not going to put any of my pertinent information on YouTube. That'd be dumb. But we're going to get this filled out. Let's get it printed out and see what we can come up with. Be back in just a second. All right, I'm back. I did hit the print button. My printer's right over there. My daughter's wonderful art. Sometimes, you know, printers take just a few minutes to get working and get going. Right now, I do not have an office. I am having to work at my kitchen table. I like working at my kitchen table. And you guys can see my daughter's string art that she's making. She is definitely the artist of the family. Now, her brother definitely can draw and paint and everything also. But she finds more joy in it than anybody. So, all right, she printed out. So let's go ahead and fill out some paperwork. So I'm just going to read off what it is. The first thing that is on here is the business number or tax ID number. Since I don't have one yet, they're just asking for my social security number. I'm not putting that on YouTube, sorry. Effective date for this location, I'm going to put 4/1 because we're at the end of the month. 2021. Physical year end date, I don't know. Jennifer, I've got to ask my legal advisor here what I need to do here. I'm putting it under marital joint. Yes. or sole proprietorship.
Yes.
Or partnership.
Sole proprietor, is it marital and sole proprietor the same thing?
Nope.
I'll put it under sole proprietor.
Just under me?
Until we get an LLC.
All right. Legal name of the business. In case you guys didn't know, it's Epic. And then it asks for the name of the business. Then it asks for the address of the business. So the business is going to be actually faced here in my home for right now. Identify owners, officers, members, and partnerships. And then it asking for my social security number. And then my first and last name. The telephone number, and then it's asking for classification, and then license type. It's asking for standard, or it's asking for minimal. Minimal is just minimal operations cost. I may have to reclassify that. I may have to reclassify that once I pay the taxes and once I get moved up. But as of right now, I'm under $3,000 annually, so I'm just gonna put minimum activity. That just makes me legal. And then I'll change that later. Business location. And this is what it takes to get a business license. All right, I'm gonna try to do this without getting too much sunlight on us. We're actually coming to the mall to county clerk's office. So we're gonna walk in here. I don't know how much filming they're gonna let me do during this process, so I'll probably have to explain it to you as soon as we are done and finished. So got my paperwork, got my wallet, got my wife, got my son somewhere. Yep, he's back there. So I'm gonna go in here and do this as a family. So give us just a few moments. We'll see what they can do. Well, that was a little bit of a bust. Apparently you can't get it done at this location. I will be going back to work now, but we'll pick it up again tomorrow and we'll go back to the courthouse. Guys, I have never worked with a better team that I did at CP Creations. They stepped up. They let me throw in my ideas of what I thought I wanted, but they also gave me some feedback on what they wanted and what they thought they could do to best serve my needs. How epic we can truly be. Guys, if you're trying to look for a better way to get your shirts, your advertisement, even your wedding party, check out the link down below for CP Creations. You will not be disappointed. All right. This is the second attempt to go in here to get our business license today. Yes, I do clean up quite nicely, and but we're going to go in here to the courthouse now. We got to go up to the 3rd floor. They will not let us take you guys with us, unfortunately. Kind of got no filming, no devices, no phones, none of that stuff. So I've actually got to go in here without you. We'll be back in just a few minutes, let you know how it goes, and hopefully we'll have a business license and we'll be ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, it is done. Got the business license right there, business license number in the state of Tennessee. So I'm in business. Starting a business in 2021. How much more to have some fun on day one. So guys, welcome to day one. Again, this business license takes effect on April Fool's Day. I am the last person that's trying to be a fool or trying to act a fool, but I have enjoyed myself. Now, to kind of explain the process of what we had to do to get this, it took literally about 7 minutes. It took longer to walk in, get my forehead scanned, get on the elevator and go up and get in line than it did to actually get the business license. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I thought it was going to be a lot tougher. You know, just question wise, what are you doing? How are you doing? What are you going to be doing with this? What are you operating? What are you selling? What are you buying? So we're going to go over more of that plan now. Now my next step is to get my P5, which is my operator's license, and we're going to start operating and we're going to move forward. So guys, the epic journey has begun. So it is going to be an epic adventure on this journey. So guys, thank you for sticking with me. I love you. Thank you for being a part of this again. Don't forget to support our sponsor. Remember the links down below. So guys, the next time video I make should be with us filling out P5 paperwork and getting approved for operator. All right, guys, have an awesome day. Have an awesome day one. Welcome to day one. Make it epic. Go out there and be so unbelievably epic that everybody can't help but believe how epic you are. Go out there and be hated. Be a winner. Guys, thank you again. We'll see you in the next one.
Welcome to day one. Make it epic.